Happy Tuesday! On today's episode of Career Tips for Actors, I'm going to teach you how to write the best notes for your online submissions. Hey there! This is Asia Ray Coleman, founder of Acting Resource Guru, and if you're an actor who is doing submissions for yourself, then you might relate to this. You select your headshot, you select your reel, and then it comes time to press the button to submit, and you see this box for a note, and you're like, I have no idea what to write. Should I write thank you? Should I write looking forward to meeting you? Should I write I would really love to have an audition for this project? And my answer to you is no. There are some helpful things and some not so helpful things to write, and a general thank you is just not that helpful. So my goal for you in today's Career Tips for Actors is to share with you 3 tips for helpful notes that you can write. But before I do that, I want to advise you on a couple of things. One, you want to keep the note really brief. On Actors Access, for example, only 30 characters show in the note. So if you write a long love letter to the casting director, they're not going to see it and they're probably not going to bother to read it. These people are busy. The second thing I want to advise you is just what I said before. Make sure it's really helpful and relevant. So that brings me to my 3 tips for your notes. The first tip is to write a brief note describing where you met the casting director. If you took a workshop with the casting director, or you met them at a panel discussion, or you have taken a class with them, just remind them of that, right? So you might say, oh, I met you at Level Up Studios, and I would love to see you for this audition, right? Something super brief that just reminds them of the relationship. It's great when casting directors are looking at submissions and their memories are jogged about how they know you, right? And if you made a good impression in that workshop, then that might increase your chances of getting called in. My second tip for your notes is to include a relevant recent booking. Now, relevant is the key word here. The casting directors will assume that you have booked work in the past, and if it's something that is related to what you're going in for or what you're hoping to audition for, then that's a great note. For example, if the role is for a guest star on a sitcom and you just wrapped a guest star on Two Broke Girls, that might be something to include. If you just shot a commercial for baby diapers, that might not be as relevant and might not be as helpful. My third tip for you regarding your submission notes is to include a relevant special skill. If they're looking for someone who plays the guitar, you might say, I am a professional guitar player, or I'm in a band and I play bass guitar, or whatever. Just let them know that you have the specific skill that's related. If they're looking for someone who speaks medical jargon, you might say, well, I graduated from Harvard with a degree in biology, right? Like, I can speak this language. So that is an example of something that's helpful as opposed to something that's just general and taking up time. So I hope that helps. Good luck in your online submissions, and be sure to keep those notes brief and helpful. I'll see you next week on the next episode of Career Tips for Actors.